The epic journey of Alexander the Great, conqueror of the world. Introduction. Welcome, adventurers. Today we're about to embark on an epic journey with one of the greatest conquerors in history, Alexander the Great. From the moment he ascended to the throne of Macedonia to his breathtaking conquest of the Persian Empire, Alexander's story is one of ambition, courage, and an insatiable desire to see what lies beyond the horizon. So grab your sword, mount your horse, and let's dive into the thrilling life of the man who became a legend. Scene 1. The birth of a legend. Alexander was born in 356 BC in the ancient city of Pella, Macedonia. From the very beginning, it was clear that he was destined for greatness. His father, King Philip II, was a mighty warrior, and his mother, Queen Olympias, was said to have been descended from the gods. As a boy, Alexander was tutored by the philosopher Aristotle, who instilled in him a love for knowledge, strategy, and the belief that he could be a god among men. Scene 2. The Throne of Macedonia. At just 20 years old, Alexander ascended to the throne after the assassination of his father. Despite his youth, Alexander was determined to continue his father's mission of uniting Greece under Macedonian rule. He quickly crushed rebellions and solidified his power, proving to everyone that he was more than just a boy king. He was a force to be reckoned with. Scene 3. The Persian Conquest begins. With Greece united, Alexander set his sights on the mighty Persian Empire, the largest and most powerful empire the world had ever seen. In 334 BC, he crossed the Hellespont with his army, determined to conquer Persia. At the Battle of the Granicus, Alexander led his troops to a stunning victory, and the legend of Alexander the Great began to spread across the world. Scene 4. The Siege of Tyre. One of Alexander's most incredible feats was the Siege of Tyre. The city of Tyre was an island fortress, thought to be impregnable. But Alexander was not one to give up easily. He built a massive causeway to connect the island to the mainland, and after a 7-month siege, the city fell. It was a victory that showed the world that no one could stand in Alexander's way. Scene 5. The Battle of Gaugamela. The Battle of Gaugamela was Alexander's greatest victory. Facing Darius III and the vast Persian army, Alexander's tactical genius shone through. Despite being outnumbered, he used a brilliant strategy to break through the Persian lines, forcing Darius to flee and securing his place as the ruler of Asia. This battle was the crowning achievement of Alexander's military career. Scene 6. The conquest of Egypt and the founding of Alexandria. After his victory over the Persians, Alexander marched into Egypt, where he was welcomed as a liberator. There he founded the city of Alexandria, which would become one of the most important cultural and intellectual centers of the ancient world. Alexander was declared a god by the Egyptians, further cementing his legendary status. Scene 7. The Journey to India. Alexander's ambition knew no bounds. After conquering Persia, he led his army into the unknown lands of India. There, he faced King Porus in the Battle of the Hydaspes. Although Porus was defeated, Alexander was so impressed by his bravery that he allowed him to retain his kingdom. This campaign, however, marked the beginning of the end, as Alexander's army, exhausted and longing for home, refused to march further. Scene 8. The death of Alexander and the legacy he left behind. In 323 BC, at the age of just 32, Alexander the Great fell ill and died in the palace of Nebuchadnezzar II in Babylon. His death marked the end of his empire, but his legend lived on. Alexander's conquests spread Greek culture across the known world, leading to the Hellenistic Age, a period of immense cultural and intellectual growth. His legacy as a fearless leader, brilliant strategist, and visionary king continues to inspire generations. Conclusion. And so ends the story of Alexander the Great, a man whose name became synonymous with glory, ambition, and the quest for knowledge. Though his life was short, his impact was monumental, shaping the world in ways that are still felt today. If you enjoyed this journey through history, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us for more epic tales from the past.